Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're all well. I am, thank you. Well as can be expected. Yeah, I've got a niggly back, but I've been sitting at my desk too long, so other than that, you know, in the scheme of things, not too bad. I just mustn't sit here too long. So the grungy journal, yeah, I'm loving it. This is the reason I'm sitting at my desk too long, because I sat and sewed all those papers. Yeah, I'm finding that sewing is the thing that's yeah, aggravating my back quite badly. So if you remember, this is the cover, the book cover that we're going to make into a grungy Alice journal, and I want to cover that today with some pattern paper. I think it might need two lots, so we'll cover it and let it dry. I said I was going to sew the signature in today. I think I was dreaming a little bit. We won't be sewing the signature in today, we might be sewing it in tomorrow. We need to do a bit of work on this first, and I'm not sure if I need to do anything else to the papers, so I've put them together just because I wanted to do a lot of sewing, and I can't sew on camera. It would have taken me forever, to be honest, to stop and show you each one before I sewed it. Gosh, got the wrong teeth in again this morning. So I'll show you what I've sewn and ripped so far. Now I think this one might be inked. One of them was inked because I'd done it previously. The other two are not inked yet, so they will change yet again once they're inked. And obviously some of the pages might change between now and tomorrow, but yeah, busy day ahead. We're taking Mum to hospital today, and something else going on, but I can't think what. Oh, I've got to go to the post office. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot going on today. So whether I get back to this or not, and whether my back will let me, we'll see. You just have to tune in tomorrow and see where we get. Okay, so there's some beautiful fabric gifted to me. Thank you so much. It's perfect for this journal. That was the yes, tracing paper page that my printer allowed me to print. Yep, so when I said grungy, I really have gone for the grunge. So this is a piece of kit paper. It wants inking yet, you know, and embellishing and things like that, but I wanted it stitched on. So it's just a tuck stitched on there. I want, you know, lots of these black threads. There's no point in half doing grungy, so let's go for it. I think you saw all the ripped papers. Yeah, put another piece of it on there, just loved it. So you saw that page. All I've done is put you saw it looking like that. All I've done is put a stitch down to hold it in. I've just stitched a piece of the kit paper scrap onto the edge of that, and I ran out of bobbin thread. Yeah, and I'm kind of embracing that too. I might put some glue in it, but it's got like the holes where the stitching was. Yeah, rather than, I mean, I could go back. It wouldn't be a problem to go back and stitch on top of it, but you know, I'm just enjoying the grunginess of it. And is this the middle? Yeah, so obviously this is going to be decorated for the middle, but I don't know what yet. I just wanted to stitch the edges of it. So this side there'll be pockets, this side something, who knows what, fabric-y, or I don't know, something from the ephemera probably. And there may be another page in the middle. I haven't decided yet. I might put something in the middle of that to separate it. Depends what I do on it. So I need to have a little think about that one. What's stopping me going in? That. Thank you. So that's the first one. So I don't mind that I want it to actually overhang a little around the outsides of this, the cover. Now there might be lace and things going on the cover as well, so that will overhang. I'm pretty sure there will be. So that's one. Again, this one isn't inked, so all you will see is the stitching. So I've stitched a big pocket of black luscious lace on there. I've got that lovely picture on the back there now. So nothing here. These will be, like I say, be completely different when they're inked. I just stitched 3 pages of, or 3 journal cards, if you like. Just done a little bit of grungy on the back, not much. I might grungy them some more on a label on that page. I do want to leave, I am going to embellish it quite a bit, but I do want to leave a lot of journaling space in this one as well, because the grungy is very full on, isn't it? Yep, so I think you saw that one. I can't remember. I've just stitched down there. I may put some washi tape or you know, sellotape or something, some sort of tape up there just to hold that, you know, to make it look like a mended piece for the grunge. Didn't do anything on that bit yet. that might have some fabric on it. It just takes quite a while. So this one I've just folded over and stitched, nothing more. So I might put some tape there and make it tuck, don't know. Just wanted some stitching on it. Oh, yeah, this one might need a bit more in the back actually. Another piece of that lovely material as a tab. Just stitched on an attached tag, and 3 there with journaling on the back, and again it needs grungying up and what have you. The reason I've left some of these pages is I'm thinking of adding onto them flip outs this way, so I don't know where yet, but I've seen 1 or 2 ideas that I might alter and bring to the book to bring some flip outs that way. We'll see. So many ideas buzzing around my head. And then this final one, so just a bit of lace sewn on there, one of my page edges onto that one, which is book page, that I tore out from the altered book. One of those gorgeous damask food bags or sweetie bags or whatever from Tanya at Ted's Treasure. She's still got them in a shop. They're fabulous. Go get some. Yeah, I just stitched around there a cut off from the tracing paper for a bit of noise. I did a bit of a straight stitch in there. I did do that. That wasn't an accident, although I wouldn't have minded if it was. Yeah, just sort of stitched up a pockety bit in that one. Just turned the edge back and stitched it on that. Nothing more than that. I haven't done anything to that one yet. Stitched this one up and just turned that down a little bit to catch in. This is another torn piece from the ephemera scrappy bits. Whoops, just stitched it round just to make sort of a tucky type thing. And then just a plain page from the kit, just to rest your eyes a little bit in the middle. I don't think there's anything different that I can think of in the back yet. Yeah, I like the threads hanging, just not too many of them, so I will keep trimming at them. Oh yeah, stitch that one down as a little tuck. Oh, I did stitch some of that on the bottom of that bag. Looks lovely on there, doesn't it, that? Oh, I did, look, you see, stitch some lace on that one. It's just a flap. That's the back page of the book. Yeah, that's stitched down, that's glued down, or it will be. It's not completely. And that bit's a bit of a tuck. And I just, yeah, went round the corner there and made a tuck there. So there's quite a few tucky bits stitched in. Yeah, it's lovely and luscious and that's without the ephemera in yet, so it's going to be a bit of a fatty. I've got a bit of room yet, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit that way, but that's what you'd expect from a grungy, isn't it? So I'm going to do this now with you. I'm going to put this I was going to say tracing paper, pattern paper. I've got this here cut up, I think. Yeah, like I say, it might need 2. I haven't brought my brush or my Mod Podge or anything. That's not organised, is it? Okay. And there we go. So I will just put a piece of plastic down. Can you fit on that? No. Just cut you open. I've also cut out one of the doors from there's a couple of doors in this kit as well. I wondered about putting that on the back, just the back of the book. But after we've put this on, it yeah, it'll just add a bit of something to the back, which could be very plain. I'm going to put a lot of lace and the topper on the front, so yeah, thought it'd be nice if the back had something. Yes, I'm going you know, straight Mod Podge on here. I'm not messing about with watering it down or anything, because I want it to stick really well. I know it will take a while to dry, so but it'll protect it as well as, you know, adhere the pattern paper to it. So guys, I hope you're all well. It's another beautiful day here. I think things are supposed to change tomorrow, so, but yeah, this is our second, if not third, very hot sunny day. So yeah, I'm getting some bits of coffee dyeing done as well, slowly. I'm only doing enough as I can get on my kitchen table, and you know, the sun dries. I don't cook it in the oven. And obviously we eat at the table, or Neil does mostly, but yeah. So it has to be dry and put away. It can't stay there. But yeah, I'm just getting a few pieces done each day. Now that's very, very gluey, isn't it? So that's good. Now I don't mind how ratty-tatty this goes on, to be honest with you. Like I say, I think it might need, it's nice not having to get it smooth, isn't it? It might need another layer of it. Yeah, I might need to push it into, I definitely want those raised bits showing. I might need to push it in there. I don't know if I gave it enough. Well, it seems to be stretching. I thought it might break and then I'd have to go over it, but it seems to be stretching. And I'm just going to trim it and go over the edge. It's not even breaking with my, oops, gosh, dipped it a bit deep then. Yeah, it's not breaking with this rubber sponge like tissue paper often does, so it's obviously a lot thicker. It is an old pattern, this one, so yeah, I think the patterns you get today, they make today, are very, very flimsy. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to tuck it over because I am going to collage the inside of it as well. Don't cut your wire, Denise. Did you see that wire there? Was it in the way? I don't know. So yeah, I've got an hour to do this and upload it and get showered to go pick Mum up. So I'm up against it time wise. So I don't suppose this will be a really long video. Oh gosh, I thought I'd only been filming for 3 minutes then. Thought I got a lot done in 3 minutes. I turned it off, didn't I? I never checked how long I'd been. I hadn't been on that long, had I? I just showed through the... Now can I fold this over, do you think, while it's still wet? That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Bag in there, look. I'm wondering if I might like some sprays and paints on it a little bit as well. Now I don't have many sprays, obviously I have plenty of paints, but I want it grungy, I want it the brown. I suppose I could. The thing about the sprays are, the only ones I've got are, well, it's a distress spray, which is bundled sage, but that means, doesn't that mean it's not you know, secure when it gets wet, will it? And then a cosmic shimmer, what colour is that? It did say on it marigold. I've just I have sprayed it a little bit to see what the colour come out like. It's looking a bit more red than orange at the minute, so I don't know, might I don't know, I'm just going to play with it and see how we go. Do you think I've got enough on there now? I'm certainly not going to be able to fold it over, am I, and do the inside bit yet. Yep, I'm just having fun with my paintbrush, can you tell? Just enjoying myself. Right, let's see if I can just stand it on its end. That's it. I can't really do it much harm. That's the beauty of a grungy novel, isn't it? Go on, stick down, yes. Yeah, I don't know that this is very exciting to watch, but it's quite exciting to do, so I would definitely advise having a go. If mucking about with glue and bits of paper's your thing, which for most junk journals it is. What has happened there? I'm going to have to get my fingers in it. It's sort of turned over, that's it. Yeah, what have you turned over there? Is that what's up with you? Because you don't seem to be. Oh, you have. Oh, ripped it. Never mind. Let's just take that a bit. Oh, ripped it all. Get off. Again, it doesn't really matter. I wonder if I can now turn that over without it sticking. Let's do it quick. Put some glue under there, that's it. Yeah, I think the thing about the pattern paper is the glue doesn't go through it as much as it does the tissue paper. So you do have to glue underneath it. Sometimes with tissue paper you can just glue on the top and it soaks through. Yeah, I'm wondering about some paint then. I think perhaps some, don't put that back in there, perhaps some acrylic paint when it's dry, you know, daubed about, and then another, oh, I've done that one, or did you stick? And then another layer of this paper on top. I don't know. I must not have put enough under it, that's it, that's better. You need to just stand on something now, don't you? A couple of glue bottles will probably do it. Perfect. Yeah, so there's nothing I can do now until that dries. So I will be back soon. Okay, I've put that on one side now, and we'll have a look at a bit more of the ephemera while it's drying, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to do something with it. So the pages that were left over from the altered book, gosh, I've lost my little ruler, where is it? I'm going to take some of the pictures out of them. I'm sure it was on there. Got a lot of stuff. There it is, I see it. Bear with me, it was under everything. Yeah, so I'm not going to do them all, but I thought I would tear some of these out to use on embellishing the pages in the book and the ephemera, because I have got all those lovely colourful ones, but yeah, let's leave the scrappy bits. That one hasn't been coffee dyed. Yeah, I want it to be, I'm finding that colour's not really going with the too big, with the grungy look of my journal. I'm liking the black and white, or the muted tones. So the ones that come with the kit go fine, but the yeah, the ones that I've got from the book, yeah, I'm not liking them so much in the grungy journal, which means not for a while, but at some time in the future there'll be another Alice journal. No surprise there really. Yeah, so I'm not going to stand and do them all now with you, but I've got a few there in case I want them now, because we're going to get a few bits of ephemera going. Right, put those in my scrap until it's done. Full pages, scrap, pictures. Right, put those back up. Gosh, I think my flowers are going to want to drink midday today. They're watered every night. Neil does them every night, but God, it's really, really hot. I did get some mesmeranthemums. I don't know if you remember me saying I was after some. I love mesmeranthemums. I finally got some, and yeah, they're doing well. We're feeding them and what have you, but yeah, I think they might be drooping a little bit. Right, what have I got here? I had a, there it is. Right, so I decided to put that behind that, didn't I? Let's just do one job at once then, as we come to it. That's it, and that was going to be a hinge. So my idea was to stick that on there, but hinge the whole thing on the page so that it could come out. Obviously that's not journaling, but behind it is. And you could stick images and things on there if you wanted to. So I just need to think about what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick her on. and then I want a hinge on there, so we just need to stick her like that. So it might be better if I just put some glue around the edge of this, might it? I'm going to go with Fabri-Tac just to give me time to move it in case it is inked miles off the spot. So getting the ephemera ready does mean that once those signatures are sewn in, hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, and we start, you know, filling the journal with ephemera and embellishing, that we won't have to stop and make stuff. We'll just be able to, well, we might need the odd thing we shouldn't do though. By the time I've filled all that I've got here, is that right? If I make a hinge there to go that way, yeah. So it doesn't need to be very big. It'd be nice if I could cut through. I think these scissors are a bit heavy for me at the moment. Isn't it funny how things feel really heavy when you've got a poorly back? I want that bit showing, the wood bit, so hold it that way. Yeah, every little thing I want to pick up, it's like, oh, that's heavy. You use the strength of your back for most things, don't you, everyday living? And I'll cut that down a bit. I'm only going to hit. Is it going to interfere with that? Which side am I having? Yeah, that's the side I'm having it hinged. Yeah, it needs to be quite a thin hinge. Oh no, I suppose it could go. It's fighting back. If I put it on there like that, I'm just wondering if there's a reason why that couldn't. Because when you open it, that will come out, won't it? Yeah, I can't see any reason at all why that shouldn't be there. So we'll find out when we put it on the page. But for now, I'll put the hinge on now, so it's just a matter of putting one side in when we decide where it's going. Is that right? Yeah. My Fabri-Tac's open, so we might as well use it. Neil's just popped to work for one of the monthly meetings before on his day off. It's always on his day off, bizarre. Before we take Mum. That's why I've got to be ready soon. Very soon. You're right on the edge. Yep. Needs to be on the edge to work, doesn't it? So that will go in there like that. That will be stuck down. It'll open it up, yeah. Yes. Okay, it's another piece done. Did I ink it? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, we might have a word down there when we embellish. Let's get rid of that and put the lid on the glue. Okay, it's another piece done. Right, we had a couple of pieces yesterday that well, was there more than that one? I think there was another one, but I haven't pulled it out. So this piece yesterday that needs tags, and I made this piece. All right, I say I made it. It's just a coffee dyed piece of. It was a printing error really from the kit, so they are, you know, cut out from the kit. So all I did was coffee dyed it. And I thought I'll use it for backing and whatever, but when I brought it up I thought, well, it'll go with the kit, so I just folded it over and just stitched on it while the machine was out a piece of scrap out the scrap box, and it's made a front pocket. Oh, I say. That might be nice in there, mightn't it? So yeah, we want something for that. Literally just folded it over. I stamped one of those pieces that you saw as well in there for journaling. Thought that's crying out for a piece of embellishment, and I was going to say a tag, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we want something for that. We want two for that, a thin one and a big one. I've got some other bits there. What else have I got here? This was just one of the pages that I just stitched on. The other half of that, I suppose that could be a flip down, couldn't it? Just playing. This is the fun with the grunge journal I'm finding. You can just play with things. I'll see when we get to the book. I'll keep that with the ephemera. Right, tag for this. Tag for this. You can see why I keep getting sidetracked now. I was cutting and I've cut my mat this. I mean, it is nearly at the end of its days, but it keeps flapping up on me now. So these are the kit tags. There's quite a lot of them. There might be 9 or 12. There's an awful lot of them. So you can leave them stuck together and fold them if you want to. You can back them onto each other. And I think I told you I printed them smaller after a reminder from Tanya that that's what you can do. I was just wondering if, well, one of those would definitely go in there just on its own, wouldn't it? Because that would leave that showing at the top. What do we want? We're sort of green, so maybe that first one. It just wants backing. It's nice sometimes just to use the ephemera that comes in the kit. Have I got? I must have some. It's just, where is it? I just found something in the scraps, I think. Oops. I was going to say coffee dyed, but that would mean getting up and getting it. Have got anything in here scrap wise that we could write on? Oh, what's that? It's lined on the back, so that will do. I know it's a picture there, but we have got that picture in the book. I need a glue book, you know, in various places, so I'll just stick this on. Glue. Oh, that angle. The camera looks at a nodding donkey angle. I won't move it or I'll make it worse. I hope it's not too bad an angle for you. I don't know why I keep putting things on the floor. I have to keep going down and getting them. Purposely left a bit hanging around the edge there. I think grungy just comes naturally to me. Have I said that before? I feel like I have. I'm just a grungy person. I don't have to think about it and plan it. It just kind of happens. I don't mean in a bad way. I guess that depends on your interpretation, but yeah, I just seem to be able to do grungy, it seems. There might be a few more grunges on the way. Right, what am I going to do about that? Again, I don't want to stamp a hole. I want to stop putting that on the floor, Denise. Let's put something on it. About a little piece of on the floor. You see, I said don't do it, now I have. What's it say on the front of the book about not listening to my own good advice? There's a point to prove it. Is that too much? Is it written too big? It is too much, definitely. I don't suppose the writing's too big because she could be shrunk down, couldn't she? Do we like that? I'm not sure. It's just a bit of a... What about if we had a lot of it? Going from one extreme to the other now, aren't I? I want it, because it's going in this, I want it to lay reasonably flat, otherwise I would put some material or something on it. Yep, I'm going to do that. I think it goes with the tatty edges round it, doesn't it? and yet that real faint blue lifts the whole thing. And again, we might have a small word. I need to print some out actually. Didn't even check if it fitted, did I? It does though. It just needs to dry. So I need one bigger than that. So shall we have a, since we've got a hold in that, shall we have a hold in that one? Yeah, I need my machine. So how big have we got you there? You are, do it in inches. 1 3/4 inches there. So that's one. Yeah, so it has to be about 1 1/2, I think, and then we'll try it. 1 1/2. What are we doing? I don't know. 1 1/2. Well, it's not much. About there. Just trying to get the image central is all I was trying to do, and I don't know why, because yeah, miles too big. I'll probably only want a tiny bit bigger than her. I like to do things the hard way sometimes. Oops. Yeah, we don't have to have her that far in, do we? We can have her poking out a bit. Double Alice. Yeah. And again, I might have it something edged around it rather than her just plain. Don't suppose there was a piece of that we used on that one left, was there? Put this rubbish in the bin and then... Was that it? Yeah, no there isn't. Okay, back to the scraps box. What can we put round it? We can back it on the same paper that she's in actually. But it's one-sided, so I won't get anything the other side. These are all single-sided. You. No, but you're a nice cream colour for journaling on. Let's have a play with that one. Oops, sticky. Just trim that off the edge there. Actually, I might as well trim it all the way around, hadn't I? So I can see what I'm playing with. I'm going to fit on that piece, yeah. Come out. That's it. No, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm sure. It needs to be smaller than that, doesn't it? Oh, it won't go in that pocket. Let's try again. Yeah, so what do I want? Oh, I want a good bit off. I'm going to have to take that dark bit off the bottom because I'd like that. I'd like to keep that rose. Oh, tiny bit. Let's take a bit off the top. We're not touching the rose, are we? That's not very straight. It isn't straight. Oh, you look straight. You. I knew something was off. Did I take enough off? I was more bothered about getting it straight. No, I didn't. Good grief. Take a chunk for me. Right, is it going to fit? Just. Okay. We got there. Slither by slither. I think I told you the other day that the car went in for the MOT. It needed work, which is a shame. It's the first time. But I suppose it's better finding out when it goes in. It went in for a service and an MOT, and it needed new brake pads. So yeah, like I say, it's better finding out at MOT rather than when they break down. So I think what I'm going to do is have that with that there, and then we can journal on that. That's better, isn't it? So if we just do plenty of ink in here, so it's not too bright around the outside. Yeah, super. And that's another piece ready to just go in then. It's quite a big piece, isn't it? I didn't say for the back for this one, did I? I know I had two big pieces, one for the, might have been, one for the inside cover and one for the back. Can't rightly remember. Alright, let's have the flower the right way up. Always a good plan. No, I need my wheelie machine once I get it right where I want it. You know what I mean by my wheelie machine. Oops, my brayer, because it really has made a difference these last few days to the things I've been sticking. Yet it really does. So we're not dead central then, but know what I'm going to say, don't you? It's a grungy journal. Am I ever dead central? Very rarely. Whoops. So I'm not going to leave them in because they need to dry flat, but yeah, she'll fit nice on there. Yeah, like those. Super. That's another one done, isn't it? Now, I don't want to be too much longer, but I spotted these two. So these come in the kit like this, connected as a 4. I think I've shown you before. Bigger than this. I've shrunk these down, and they're sort of, can you see how they're upside down, so that you can fold them and have this like this. So I've cut one out like that, and then I've cut the other two out, cutting around the actual cards. I think they're supposed to be playing cards, a game, some kind of card game. That's it. And then I thought I could put one in there as a tuck and one in there as a tuck, like that, and it could either go in a pocket or be glued down, whichever. Yuck. And that's another piece. You don't look like you've been inked. I've said it loads of times, but I'll say it again, there are so many different pieces in this kit, and when you make them different sizes as well, there's just so many things to play with. Sometimes when I'm, ooh, it's not nice, is it? That's because of the heat. Sometimes when I'm making journals, I have to stop and think about, oh, I've gone the wrong way. We'll have alternate tucks then, shall we? We'll have one tuck in that way and one tuck in the other. Yeah, we definitely, have I done it again? No. Oh, I lost what I was saying then completely. Oh yeah, I often stop and have to look for things to make ephemera with, to go with journals. You know, I'm like, right, I want an image, or I want a piece of book page or something, and I have to stop and think where I can get that from. Will you stop? Stop doing that. Dearie me. Oops. I won't fasten it straight on. It's got an airlock again. So yeah, when I get to the, have I got it here? I I did organise, look, I organised all my bits. Can you see that whole thing? It's in like a, this is the box that I got that lovely gift set in at the car boot. Yeah, you see a lot that won't cutting out there in the middle. No, but I haven't bought them all. That's what I'm looking for. I've got some little plastic baggies somewhere that I sorted out. There must be in the other box. So yeah, it could have some of these bigger pieces in, couldn't it? Will you fit? Too big. I won't leave it in because Queen of Hearts. Because it's still drying, but off with our heads. There you go. I might distress the back as well, so I won't leave them in because they'll get stuck, but I will just put them in there ready. Right, I really should be making a move now. So that was that one. What was that one? I've done 3. I wanted something to go in there and I didn't know about this, did I? Shall I make it smaller and rip it because it's grungy? She says again. See how well this takes the ink. Oh, quite well. I think it will still work as an envelope because I haven't. Yeah, it will. So we can still use it to put things in. Should have ripped it from the other side. Mind, I suppose that'll keep stuff in more, won't it? Just a picture on the front would be easy from the embellishments, which are where, Denise? We're done with them all. Here they are. There's Alice again. We're having an Alice morning, aren't we? There's a bit of blue on there, yep. So I have backed it as a journal card, but yeah, it's too big anyway. No, I don't want to spoil her. Let's not use her. Sorry, you probably still can't see much, but well, that's all the ephemera. That's not what I'm looking for. Got some little pieces in here. Now, shall we cut round something? Can't believe I've got all these cut out. Oh, there they are, they're underneath. There they are. The food party. Well, that big jelly might be nice on there, look. Oh. Or a cake. Come out. Oh, look at that one. So this could go near the tea party bit, couldn't it? Cup of tea and a cake. Could even have one on there. Maybe one of the teapots. Okay. I knew I'd want something I hadn't cut out. Excuse me a minute. Fast forward me or something. Right, now I'm going to cut inside those handles, which I normally do with a craft knife, or am I just going to make them, ooh, cut that a bit thin, Denise. That's good if it's being stuck on something. Don't go through it. Or shall I just ink them out? That is the question. Gosh, I hope that's not nail back or I'm in trouble. I think this one and see what it looks like. Oh, that one looks fine. And again, there's a word, isn't there, that says I'm using Fabri-Tac, even though it's being naughty, because it's a bit textured, this envelope. These envelopes again are from Tanya's shop, Tatty Treasure, on Etsy, and they come in a few colours. The blue is beautiful. This one's perfect for grungy journal. The navy blue is lovely. I'm trying to think. I think there was a lighter beige colour. I might be wrong. I've left room for my teacup. I feel I have not. Why can't it go over the top? Can you even see what I'm doing there? Behind, I think, since it's in the background. That's it. I'll stick it behind. Might give it more of a 3D look. Yeah, I might have a little T word there. Or party, one of the two. Right, let's ink this and see. I always go in and cut it out if it's not right. I think that needs a bit of ink as well. The white bit there. Yeah, like that on there. And seeing as Fabri-Tac's out and open, and I've got to go it's very gloopy. Yeah, and that's a flip up. Might tear it some more, I don't know, but yeah, that's great. We got a good few bits done, didn't we, for the drying. Bent over now. There you go. I'm just not forcing them because they're wet and I don't want to rip them. You in there, and you in there, and that one. Is that all the ephemera we made? No, we made more ephemera. We made this, which is going down on the page. It needs a little tab on there, doesn't it? Yeah, so if I put the tab over there, it'll pull that low. So it just needs to be on the front. So tab just on the front. I have got some single tabs. Lovely. Okay, thank you so much for spending some time with me while I was just playing. The book is still over there drying. I won't drag it in. Hope you enjoyed seeing all those lovely papers. Let me know if grungy is your thing. I know for some of you it's the normal thing that you do. Let me know if you're new to it, if you hate it. I'm definitely loving it. I've touched on grungy, but I haven't done full on grungy. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get that cover finished so we can sew in and play. Okay, hope you have a lovely day. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Bye for now.